We decided to film this short video with my brother Emmanuel because we want to show you guys more about this technique. If you're seeing this video, you're probably a friend of mine or a friend of a friend. And we are doing our best right now to spread the word about this amazing technique and to find partnerships and people that can help us to blow this up, to reach as many people as possible. So my name is Alex Huditan. My friends call me Hudi. I'm originally from Romania and I've been traveling around the world for the last, it's been more than 10 years now. And I also grew a business to more than, not one, several businesses to more than $10 million. Everything is online that I've created so far. In this, let's say, adventure of life, I met a lot of gurus, I met a lot of masters, and I've tried different shit, a lot of crazy shit. And it was only a few months ago that I met Emmanuel, and it has helped me to have one of the most profound changes and transformations in my life. I had a fear of we can call it not fulfilling my mission, and I was feeling a heaviness on my shoulders and an anxiety in my chest. I'm giving you these details because it's important about the things that I was feeling, and I was able to tell him exactly where my anxiety was and how I was feeling. In only 20 minutes, a session with Emmanuel, those feelings, those sensations went away. Initially, I thought it's a trick, something in the moment, like what the fuck, just a few minutes and this guy reprogrammed something that has been there for years. But months passed since then and I haven't had that particular anxiety again. It's like it disappeared. It's like it's not there anymore. So this has been my experience with the first session. After that, we worked on other fears of mine, and I can tell you that my life has really expanded. I really feel more free, both from the suffering that I was feeling before and also free about creation and about what I'm excited about bringing to the world. So I want to let Emmanuel also share with you guys a little bit about this technique. And also, Emmanuel, I'm gonna switch to Emmanuel now. Emmanuel, can you tell us a little bit also about yourself? Like, who the fuck is this guy? Where did you come from?
Yes, thank you so much for the introduction and for the opportunity to share this amazing technique with so many people around the world, and you're doing an amazing job, and I'm glad that I managed to help you and to give you some transformation. So this is a powerful technique with which you can reprogram any limiting belief or reprogram any fear or release any negative emotion, fear or anxiety or even a trauma that you have in just a couple of minutes. And the beautiful thing is that you can see the results instantly, and that's why I've created this huge community in Romania, because people are experiencing the results instantly. So my name is Emmanuel, first of all, to introduce myself. I'm 31 years old from Romania, and in this moment in my life I live an extraordinary life. I'm emotionally and financially free since over 6 years. I've been traveling around the world. I have incredible relationships and enthusiasm, and I can let my mind think of any situation, past, present or future, and I cannot find any negative thought or emotion in my mind. There is nothing there, and I live this constant joy and enthusiasm even for weeks without feeling any negative emotion at all. But my life obviously was not always like this. I was born in a complex family where my father rejected me since I was very young. He was telling me that he made me by mistake, and he was asking me to leave the house, and he was telling me how happy was he if I was not there. And I grew up with this belief that I don't deserve to live. And it was very painful because I was humiliated and bullied on all the social environments I was in. And until 26 years old, actually, I lived every day with a very intense social anxiety. I was going to any shop or any place in whatever, in anywhere in the world, and I felt social anxiety. I was feeling ashamed and had panic attacks every day. And because I was, even since I was very young, since I was a teenager, I became fascinated about this idea that we can create our life with our thoughts and emotions. And it was a period of about 6 years, from 20 years old until 26, where I've done a lot of discipline. Like I was like a soldier, like I was so desperate to heal myself and to overcome the social anxiety and the poverty and all the.
And you were trying a lot of things.
So many things, like EFT tapping, Psyche, Theta healing, timeline healing, regressions, even ayahuasca I've done 20 times. I paid a lot of money to a lot of healers and gurus, and I was desperate. Whatever money I was making, I was just, paying and trying so many things, and I was waking up every day at 5 a.m. and trying so many different methods, techniques.
And what made the switch? What was it that changed your life?
Well, actually, I realized that's a very good question. I realized that not many things are working actually. After so much self-development and after seeing a lot of friends that are doing self-development since, many years, things were not improving really in their life. And what I discovered is that people don't have clarity about the progress, and they cannot quantify the results in the self-development or therapy industry. And I created a super ridiculous simple structure with which in just maybe 5-10 minutes you can identify all your fears and limiting beliefs that are installed in your subconscious mind, and you can prove it, even with muscle testing, that those beliefs are installed in your subconscious mind. And then we reprogram everyone one by one. Mm-hmm. And once you reprogram all of them, for example, on that list is the fear of the future, the fear that I'm not good enough, the fear of the darkness, of the success, and so many things.
Mm-hmm. So we're all different, we're all unique, but exactly. These are the ones that you identified that are most present for everybody. Exactly. And once you start taking and reprogramming them, then you start to feel this freedom inside and this peacefulness and this awareness, right?
The shocking results, once again, is that people see the results instantly. There are clients that are coming to me even after 20 years of anxiety and fears and depression, and they tried so many things in those years, and in just a couple of minutes they can get rid of the anxiety instantly, and they can see the results instantly on the spot. And I've done over 100 of live webinars with hundreds of people that were participating, and I applied the technique to the group of the people, to many people at once, and everyone felt the changes. And I have recorded all of these sessions on YouTube, and that's why I have a crazy community in Romania, very active and excited. And it's a huge discovery, that people can experience for free, and it's amazing what we are doing. And I think it's a huge discovery that can have a huge impact, not maybe on individualized, but on a global scale.
Yes, I love this, and I love your mission, and that's why I'm also aboard on this mission to help as many people as possible and to make this widely available. I can see this being part of any organization, anybody's, let's say, toolbox that they have. Just you feeling in a certain way not so good, and you have this available for you. What I like also a lot is that you are not presenting yourself as the guru. You are not holding all the secrets, and you're willing to share it. It's not like they need you every time. You're teaching everybody the technique, and you are explaining how they can do this themselves.
And that's what I'm doing. I'm not doing one-on-one session. Some clients are coming to me, hey, please, let's do one-on-one sessions. But I encourage them to learn the technique, because in just a couple of hours you can learn this incredible ability, and you can release any negative emotion, fear, or negative thought instant whenever you want, at will. And you can also apply it on other people. So it is such a valuable skill and ability to do what I do,
So tell us more about this technique, like where it's coming from, and what is it? Like what do you mean, like giving some commands?
Cool.
What is it?
So first of all, to give more clarity, why do we reprogram the subconscious mind? Because neuroscientists are affirming that we operate 97% of our lives from subconscious programs and beliefs. So every day you wake up and you have the same mental conversations, same reactions, same behaviors, same words, same vocabulary. Everything is kind of the same. 97% of the thoughts and emotions you had yesterday and 5 days ago, you have them today and even after 1 week ago. And that's why it's important to reprogram the subconscious mind. In our subconscious mind, we have beliefs and layers of emotions that we have gathered, you know, from all the different experiences that we had in our life.
Right.
That's why we have these negative reactions. Yeah, for example, I had some traumas when I was young on some shop, yeah, next to me where I was growing up, and since then until 26 years old, I couldn't go to any shop in the world, either that I was in London. Yeah, I was a student at 26 years old. The seller was looking into my eyes and I had panic attack, and
Wow.
that's why it was, because I had this memory into my subconscious mind that is dangerous to be on a shop. So my body was just reacting. And this is what we do. To reprogram the subconscious mind doesn't mean to manifest something necessarily, but it means that you will change your reactions. Yeah, basically you will not be able to think negatively, even though you had, for example, the fear of the darkness, yeah, or the fear of the heights. After we do the reprogramming, you will not be able to think about that fear anymore. Even when you take action where you are in a certain scenario where usually this fear is triggered, you will not be triggered. Yeah, for example, if you have the fear of public speaking, you're gonna go on the public speaking podium and you will not feel the fear. This is what it means to reprogram the subconscious
Right
mind.
now, yeah, when you're explaining this, I'm also thinking like, what's the worst that can happen? Like maybe you are reprogramming something in a weird way, and maybe you are fucking things up over there. So what's the worst that can happen?
The worst that can happen is that technique will not work, but it's working every time because we also have like a security system in the commands. I will also explain you how the technique works. And this change will happen only if it is for your highest good. So this technique, it is not, we don't use, I don't know, other external powers like entities or codes or anything. We just use the power of our consciousness to change a belief or a thought or an emotion into our subconscious mind.
We as creators of our reality,
Yeah,
it's giving the responsibility back to us.
Exactly.
Okay.
You are in charge of your life and you are able and capable to command your consciousness to change and to obey instantly, because this is the secret, the command, because the subconscious mind does not listen to positive thinking, to affirmations, to
Wishful thinking,
intentions,
yes.
yeah, or whatever. It obeys only to command, so you have to command it. And it's not only the command, it's the understanding of the whole formula. So basically we identify a couple of beliefs in your subconscious mind. You can see that are real. You can also do muscle testing or see, for example, the fear that I never have enough money. So ask, for example, the audience, how intense and true it is, this fear on a scale of intensity from 0 to 10. In the beginning, everybody says 9, 10, whatever. And after I apply the technique on the whole group of the people, they see the results instantly. They see that they cannot think negatively about that fear. They cannot put the finger on that thought anymore in their mind. It's
And
like
they don't feel it also.
Yeah.
That's the also important to me.
Instant.
That you don't feel it, yes.
instant, you don't feel it.
Yes.
And this is amazing. And another beautiful thing about this technique is that it's super simple. It solves a big problem fast, and you can experience it for free. You know, because it sounds too good to be true. You know, many people are doing a lot of techniques and NLPs and hypnotherapy and so many other methods, and they're slow and you cannot measure and quantify the results, first of all. But with this technique, it works instant, fast, and you feel it in the present moment. And that's why it's very hard to believe in it. Yeah, because we've been taught that the process of change and transformation is hard and it takes time.
Yeah.
Well, I'm proving it every day that this is wrong. Yeah, this is just a, I don't know,
This
belief.
is just a belief.
Exactly. And the beautiful thing, once again, is that people can experience it for free. And this is my business module, actually. People are coming on the free webinar, they experience the technique, and then they enroll for a free one-on-one session with one of my facilitators, because I have hundreds of facilitators right now in Romania. And after they see results in the free session, that's when I make them an offer to join my course.
Yeah, my community, yeah.
Yeah, my program, basically. Because here is another thing, and was a frustration of mine, that many solutions and practices and techniques are not working for everyone. And those practices or techniques or disciplines are working maybe for 10% of the people at the end of the program, after a few months of applying it, the technique. But with this method, you feel the results before entering the program, which is amazing. You will not find something like this anywhere in the world.
I love it.
You can experience for free, and it solves a big problem. It is a digital product, and it works instant.
It's amazing. Yes, I've experienced it firsthand, And
And also you saw some of my workshops that I've done.
exactly, exactly. And for those of you watching this, I really recommend you have a direct experience, something that you feel directly. It's not my story, Emmanuel's, or who, if somebody else told you about this. Have a direct experience with this. It can really, either it solves something important for you, or you see that it doesn't work. So far, I am still waiting for somebody's reaction to be like, it didn't work. Everybody
No.
that I've seen do this, they've all had positive feedback about this. So, you know, like what Emmanuel said, the worst that can happen is this doesn't work for you. And yeah, I would suggest you to try it. That's my belief anyway.
Cool. Thank you so much for your time and introduction, and I hope we're gonna inspire more people to experience the technique, because this is the most important thing before, I don't know, selling it or sharing it to others. It's important to experience yourself firsthand, to see the incredible results, and to share it with the others.
Right, right. Maybe one more thing. Should they prepare in any way? Is there anything that they need to do before the session?
No, no, because we will do a special exercise in the session where we'll do some diggings into the subconscious mind, because on your consciousness mind, yeah, you have a certain story that I have the fear of success. But beneath that fear, you will see that there are so many other layers and so many other fears. And in this session, basically, we're gonna dig for the biggest fear that you have in your life, and we're gonna reprogram many fears at once, and you're gonna feel a huge shift and transformation.
Right, it's like
in your life.
layers and like grapes all together. Like I like
Yes.
this explanation.
Yes.
And then you're taking the whole thing out. It's like a
Yes.
digging, and then
Because the beliefs are not individual, they are connected to one another, and we need to go to the bottom of the roots,
yeah.
and then we're gonna be able to reprogram the belief permanently and completely and deeply.
Gangsta.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you very much. Yes. Thank you, and see you probably in our community, or see how we can partner up, see how we can collaborate in helping this method, and Emmanuel take this globally to everyone, to all houses, to all universities, everywhere. Thank you.
Beautiful.